When it comes to the volume settings, you do have different kind of volume settings which are supported. You can actually specify the volume for the ringtone, for alarm, for voice, for music videos, as well as for Bluetooth. So you can specify different volumes for different activities. You do have phone ringtone options over there. You can actually go and download a lot of other ringtones which they actually provide for free. So you have different long duration ringtones. You also have short duration ringtones, and over there you have all the ringtones which you can select from, and you can download these ringtones for free. Apart from this, when it comes to the messaging received ringtone, you can actually specify which tone you would like to set for messaging received. Whenever the message is received, how it should actually sound. You have the Mi Cloud settings over there. So again, you can always disable the Mi Cloud in case you don't want to see this, or in case you don't want to use it. By default, 5 GB of storage will be given to you for free to back up your data from your Xiaomi Mi 3 onto the Chinese servers. In case you don't want to back up anything, in case you don't want to transfer anything, you can always disable whatever it is backing up. So you can disable this service as well as these things which you may not like to back up on the Chinese servers. Here we have some other options over there. You do have tethering options as well. So you have support for Wi-Fi hotspot, so you can create a Wi-Fi hotspot over there, as you can see, which is definitely a good option. You do have the option of Android Beam, in which you just need to tap it with another phone using NFC, and then you can transfer the data with the help of Wi-Fi direct. So you can enable and disable the NFC as well. You do have secure element positioning over there, where you can actually specify whether you would like to have embedded secure element or secure element on the SIM card. So this is something which will make NFC more secure, that you have another key being stored on the SIM card so that you can use it very securely in a very safe way. And again, if we go over there and if we take a look over the security settings, over there on the security settings, we have different kind of security. You can also specify the owner information. So in case this device belongs to me, for example, I can actually show this text on the screen. This this device belongs to gadgets to use. So once we have specified this text, this will automatically appear on the lock screen. You can automatically lock the phone with this much of duration time. You can immediately lock the phone. You can choose 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and so on. You can also power button can also lock the screen. So in case you press this button, it can automatically lock the screen like this, which is enabled as of now. And then we have screen lock. You can either have a pattern lock. You can actually skip the swipe screen. So once you enable any kind of pattern lock, for example, if I do like this, and if I set a pattern and if I confirm it, then I can actually make the pattern visible over there. Or in case I don't want to make this pattern visible, you can always do that. You do have option of unlocking the phone in case the pattern unlock is forgotten, or you forgot the pattern which you actually set. You can specify a pin, you can specify a password to unlock the phone. So one thing I would like to show is that on the lock screen itself, you should have the owner information, that is, the device belongs to gadgets to use. And over here, whenever we try to unlock it, now it will ask for the pattern which we have specified. So the pattern is not visible, as we already specified that it should not be visible, and it is not, which is good. You do have some location settings over there, and you can specify which application should use location and which application should not use location. You can actually specify more settings over there, where you can enable and disable the Google location reporting, which actually makes sure that you can say the history of wherever you are going is not recorded on Google. So as of now, on all the Android phone, Google record the location information, and you can actually access that location information on web as well. In case you don't want Google to record that location, you can always go over here and you can disable the location reporting for any specific device, and this device does give this option. so it will not keep a location history in that case. And again, you do have access to your location, which you can enable and disable. Once you have disabled this, then even Google will not be able to record wherever you are going. We do have do not disturb mode, in which you can actually specify especially what kind of exceptions you would like to set. So you can actually set any specific exception contact. Even in the do not disturb mode, that contact, whenever they call, you will be able to listen, or the phone will ring up. In case repeated call feature you would like to use, so it will ring whenever the receiving a call, second call from the same number within 3 minutes. So within 3 minutes, if the same number is calling again and again, then you will actually hear this phone in the ring mode. So ring mode will get activated in that case, especially in case we have specified that number under exception settings. You do have schedule do not disturb time as well, in which you can actually specify when the phone should automatically enter the do not disturb mode. All that you can do, and you can disable and enable the do not disturb mode from here. And even in the do not disturb mode, notification will not give any sound, so you will not be disturbed even with notification, even when you are not getting calls. When it comes to battery indication, we have the battery usage, which you can see. So you can see which all applications are actually using battery and how much they are using it. When it comes to power settings, we have the power settings, which is balanced by default. You can also set it to high performance mode, in which it will automatically optimize the CPU usage of the device, so that you can get more battery backup from the device. You do have battery indicator, which can be in three ways, but as of now it is shown over there in this particular graphical manner. You can set it to percentage, so that you can have a specific number. So over there on the battery itself, you will have a number which is 3% left as of now on this device. And you can also set it as a top bar, in which it will show you over there as a small bar over the complete screen as per the status of the battery. Now taking a look over the notification settings or the notification LED light settings over there, we do have the option of disabling the pulse notification light in case you don't want to see that. You can also change the notification light color from blue to red to yellow, green, cyan, white and violet. By default, whenever the device is low battery, it will glow red. Whenever the device has good amount of battery, it will glow blue. And whenever the device is charging, it will glow green whenever the device is fully charged. When it comes to the call light color, you can actually specify a different color for calls, and for messages you can also specify a different color for the LED notification light. So in case you receive call, it will light up in a different color. In case you receive messages on the phone, it will light up in a different color. When we talk about headphone settings, we have the option of controlling the headphone from the headphone itself. Again, headphones does not come within the package of Xiaomi Mi 3. So in case you are using third-party headphones, you can actually control the volume level from the headphone, and you can also control the music playback from the headphones. And you can actually specify or assign the buttons on the headphones, which one you would like to use for increasing the volume or decreasing the volume. And in order to configure these settings, you need to connect the headphone first, and then only you can do this. Apart from this, if we take a look over language and input settings, we do have a Swift keyboard which will come pre-installed, and it is going to be the default keyboard which will be there on this device, so that you can use it. So you do have swipe to type enabled on this device by default. So in case you are under messaging or browser, you can easily type on this device over there, because swipe to type is by default supported because of the Swift key keyboard which will come pre-installed. One more thing which is there on this device is that in order to use FM radio, you don't need to use headphones. You can actually start FM radio on this device without even connecting the headphones. And over here you can actually specify the frequency, so that it can start working in the Indian frequencies for different radio channels. Apart from this, we do have some other options, which includes whenever you actually start the FM radio, it will keep on running in the background. You can stop it like this, but in case you don't stop it, even when you quit the application of FM radio, it will keep on working at the background, which is definitely a good thing. One more thing I would like to tell you, in case you would like to uninstall any application, all you need to do is you need to tap and hold over that application, drag it to the top, and then you will see the option of doing a cancel, or you can directly uninstall that application by tapping over here. One more thing which you can do with the Xiaomi Mi 3 is you can actually do a pinch to zoom with 2 fingers, or you can do it with 4 fingers, to bring up all the home screen which are there. So you have like as many home screen you would like to see. In case you would like to get rid of the home screen which you might have accidentally created like me, you can always get rid of them by just tapping on the cross button, and this is how you can get rid of the home screens. So you can have any number of home screen as you may want to have. Especially for the account sync feature, you do have the option of changing the sync options over there under general settings. You can either enable auto syncs, or you can actually enable the sync to happen on Wi-Fi only, so that you don't waste any of your cellular data. And you can actually specify which accounts you would like to do the sync, and you can block some other accounts on which you may not like to sync the data. Comes to the storage on this device is again 16 GB, out of which approximately 13.39 GB is available. However, the user available is going to be 9.36 GB. The application area where you can actually install application is going to be 2.66 GB, and once this area is finished, then you may not be able to install application on this device, provided you move certain application from the phone, from the application area to the other storage device or to the USB storage device. So OTG, when it comes to the OTG functionality, OTG is supported. So you just need to connect a flash drive like this, an OTG flash drive or a flash drive with an OTG cable, and once it has detected the same, it will lift the OTG flash drive, and then you can access the contents of the flash drive with the help of the file manager, which is there on this device. So I can show you that. Under tools, we do have this file manager. So it's not over there. Yeah, here we have the Explorer, which will lift all the files in the form of videos, in the form of images, Bluetooth files, docs, archives, APKs as well if to lift, and this is how you can actually go across all the data which you have on the flash drive once it is connected to the. Another option which allows you to kill all the applications which are running on the device is to just tap and hold over the settings key, and then you can bring up the multitasking panel. So again, the multitasking panel does not have a thumbnail, and we will just show you how you can actually bring that thumbnail. So in case there are multiple applications running on in the background on this device, I can launch some other applications so that we can give you a better demo. So we have launched all these applications, and now if I tap and hold, it will bring up the multitasking tray, and over here we can actually see how much of RAM is actually available out of 2 GB of RAM. And the moment you tap over here, it will kill all the applications like this. But in case you don't want to kill certain applications which are running in the background, and you would like to kill some other application but not some specific application, so if you tap and hold, and if I don't want to kill security, I can just basically drag it down like this, so it will lock that application. And now if I and you can do it for other applications as well. Now if I tap over here, it will kill all the other application apart from the ones which I logged. One more thing I would like to tell you is that whenever you tap and hold over the screen, you can actually bring up the widget. You can add different widgets to the screen. You can actually have different kind of wallpaper, and you can also change different kind of animations which you can actually preview easily. You just need to tap over here, and then you can see these animations happening right away. So in case you would like to add widgets, one thing which I really like about this phone is that it does give you all these options of adding these different toggles for airplane, Bluetooth, do not disturb, ringtone, GPS, auto brightness, data and other things directly on the home screen. So in case you would like to switch the network, in case you would like to use the guest mode on this device, you just need to tap over here and it will place that toggle in the form of an icon. So just like an application, you just need to tap over here and it will bring up the guest mode settings. So once you enable the guest mode, all the calls, notes, pictures, messages and launcher settings will be hidden, and then you can hand over this phone to other person so that they can use it, and still they won't be able to see the data which you have on the phone, especially your personal data will be hidden in that case. So this is something which I really like, because it does allow you to add all these toggles you do have the option of adding different settings toggles. So in case you would like to access Wi-Fi display settings directly, or display settings directly from here as an icon. So whenever you tap over here, it will bring up the display settings directly. You don't need to go into the settings panel and then you need to locate display. It will automatically open display settings whenever you tap on it, and this is how you can actually do this. So you have options to add different toggles, different settings, which include tethering options, location, battery usage, and you can also add the cleaner toggle. So in case you tap over here, it will add the cleaner toggle, with which you can actually do the same thing, that you can kill all the application without even tapping and hold. So all these applications are actually right now in the lock state. So let me just release them. So what you need to do is, in order to bring up the multitasking tray, you need to tap and hold over here, and then you need to tap over here. But in case you would like to do that without even bringing this you can do with this one, which we have placed. So the moment we tap over here, it will kill all the applications which were running. So you don't need to tap and hold over the settings key, but just by tapping on this icon you can do all this. Apart from this, if we take a look over the other widgets, we do have search widget, we do have a clock widget over there, which you can actually add. So in case you have different kind of clocks, an analog clock, a digital clock, and this kind of clock in which we have temperature, we have weather widgets as well, in which we have only one kind of weather widget. So you just need to tap and it will place the weather widget over there. You do have a music player which you can bring up, so you can actually have a music player widget as well on the screen, and you have gallery and you have other things as well. You have application icons now, which you can place on the lock screen or the home screen. One more thing which is there under the call settings of the Xiaomi Mi 3 is the alarm volume. So you can specify the alarm volume. You can have different alarm volume as well. So even if the device has low volume as per the volume which you have set, you can actually set the alarm volume to be high or low, even when it is in the low volume. When it comes to the ringtones and other things, you can have different alarm volume altogether. You can actually alarm the device in silent mode, which you can enable and disable. This is going to be enabled automatically. You can have alarm volume to be increased in ascending way. You do have snooze duration, which is 10 minutes. You have auto silence. You have volume buttons with which you can actually specify the alarm. You can function the alarm thing. You can disable and enable alarm. You can mute the alarm as well. In that case, you can shut down, enable the shutdown alarm, which is going to be enabled. So even when the device is powered off, the alarm will sound in that case as well once this option is enabled. And you can also specify the default alarm sound as well over there. One more option which you have under settings, under general settings on Mi 3, is the button option. Over here you can actually specify which button you would like to use as a home button and how they should actually react. So when it comes to the menu key, as of now it is set for menu. So whenever you tap and hold over the settings key, it will show recent application tray. It can actually also launch assistant in that case. So if you actually do it, and this is again a pro feature. So once you do this, it will take up to the Play Store, so that you can actually download launch assistant, which is actually a different application altogether. Apart from this, let me just show you some other options which are related to buttons. So you can actually specify it to current the closing app. So in case you would like to close an app, you can actually specify the button over there. You do have home button, which is set to none. You can actually specify any of these three. You can actually specify any of these three for the back button. So whenever you press the back button, it actually minimizes the application. In case you would like to close the current application, you can do that. You just need to specify that and define the long press time as well over there. You do have that option as well. On the lock screen itself, long press on the back button to take a photo. So in case you would like to activate camera on the lock screen, you just need to tap and hold over the back button, and then you can take a photo. You can disable the power button menu over there. As you can see, the power button menu will be disabled. You can actually wake up with volume button. So in case you enable this, you just need to press the volume button and the phone will wake up. You don't even need to press the power and sleep key. You have the button light, which can be disabled or enabled, as you can see. this light can be disabled or enabled, and you can also specify the duration of the button lights. So all these kind of button customizations you can actually do on this phone, which is definitely very good because we don't get to see the settings on other phones out. So here we are at the lock screen, and on the lock screen itself, if you press and hold over the back key, it will launch the camera like this. So this is how you can actually launch the camera, and in case you would like to wake up the phone without pressing the power and sleep key, you can now do that because we enabled that option. So you just need to press the volume button and then it will wake up the screen of the phone. So these are all the options, hidden features which we wanted to highlight in this particular video of Xiaomi Mi 3 tips and tricks and hidden features. Do let us know if there is something which we have missed. I would love to make another video on the same. And in case you don't understand any of these features which we highlighted, we can always help you. You can leave your questions in the comment section below this video. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.